I saw a blonde staring at a can of orange juice for some time. I asked her what she was doing, and she replied, "It says concentrate, but it's not telling me how." One day, a man came home and was greeted by his wife dressed in stunningly sexy lingerie.
"Tie me up," she purred, "and you can do anything you want."
So he tied her up and went to the pub.
A child asked his father, "How are people born?" His father said, "Adam and Eve made babies, then their babies became adults and made babies, and so on." The child then asked his mother the same question. She told him, "We were monkeys, then we evolved to become like we are now." The child turned to his father and said, "You lied to me." His father replied, "No, your mom was talking about her side of the family." A 50-year-old billionaire and his 25-year-old girlfriend invite his friend onto their yacht. His friend asked him how he managed to get a girl half his age. He replied, "I lied about my age." His friend asked, "You told her you were 40. "No," said the billionaire, "I told her I was 90.
A man went to the swimming pool, but soon he had to take a quick pee in the deep end. The lifeguard noticed and blew his whistle so loudly that the man almost fell in. Why does a bride always cry at the wedding? Because she never marries the best man.
A woman with her baby get on a bus. The bus driver says, "That's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." Enraged, the woman went to the back of the bus and told a man what had happened. The man encouraged her to go and confront the bus driver, saying,
"Go ahead. I'll look after your monkey."
They say money won't make you happy, but I'd rather be sad in a mansion than sob in my one-bedroom flat. An old man calls his son and says, "Listen, after 40 years of misery and grief your mother and I are getting divorced. Let your sister know." And he hangs up. Worried, the son calls his sister, who immediately calls their father and says,
"You're not getting divorced. Don't call a lawyer or file any papers. We're flying home tomorrow to talk about this."
And she hangs up. The old man turns to his wife and says, "Okay, they are both coming for Christmas. I know they say that money talks, but the only thing my money says is goodbye." There are rumors that YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook will merge as one and be called YouTwitFace.
Teacher asks a student, "If I have 5 bottles in one hand and 3 in the other hand, what do I have?" Student replies, "A drinking problem."
My wife and I were happy for many, many years, but then we met.
I don't get why people hit the gym at 5 a.m. Are they trying to show off how superior they are? Well, I'm still in bed, so who's the real winner?
If you have to borrow money, then borrow from a pessimist. They'll never expect it back. If a Rolls Royce is a symbol of success, then I guess my bicycle, with a playing card in the spokes, is a symbol of imagination. A blonde finally finished the puzzle in 6 months and got excited when she read that it was designed for 2 to 4 years. Teacher asks, "Anyone who thinks they are stupid may stand up." At first nobody responds, but then little Johnny stands up. Teacher asks, "Oh Johnny, you think you're stupid?" Johnny replies, "No, I just feel bad that you're standing alone." Want to hear a joke about construction? I'm still working on it.
How do you confuse a blonde? You don't. She is born like that.
The first time I got a universal remote control, I thought to myself, this changes everything.
A man tunes in to watch the boxing match. However, the match ends abruptly. The man mumbles to his wife, "I am really disappointed, that only lasted 30 seconds. His wife responds, "Now you know how I feel." Why couldn't the blonde add 10 plus 5 on a calculator? Answer: she couldn't find the 10 button.
If you had 3 cars, would you give me 1?
Of course, we are friends.
And if you had 3 houses, would you give me 1?
Of course, we are friends.
And if you had 3 girlfriends, would you give me 1?
No.
Why not?
Because I have 3 girlfriends.
What does the chicken give you?
Eggs and meat.
Very good. Now what does the pig give you?
Bacon.
Excellent. And what does the fat cow give you?
Homework every day.
Frank looks at Tom and says, "Bleep loop doo dooey day barg." Tom looks back and replies, "Shut up Frank, you're drunk." So,
is Google male or female? Answer: female, because it doesn't let you finish a sentence before making a suggestion.
You hear of people say they had wealth but it's now gone. Well, I started out with nothing, and I still have most of it. When I said I was going to become a comedian, everyone started laughing. Well, no one is laughing now. My wife looked in the mirror and said,
"I look really fat. Please give me a nice compliment."
Husband replies, "Sure, you have perfect eyesight." I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. So she gave me a hug.